Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a really long time and we do have an update, but before we get to that, I did find some Valentine Squishmallows and I wanted to share them with you. I got these at Smith's. I happened to be there grocery shopping and I found these and I was really surprised that they were actually there. So the first one is Patty. So this one looks very similar to like the ones that we have already up here, but this one has a heart.
And she's winking.
Yeah, and she's winking. So she kind of reminds me of, what's that other one? That there's a winky face. This one.
Caden?
Yeah, Caden. So kind of reminds me of like a mix of Patty and Caden. But I thought it was cute because I like the winky face and the heart is really cute too.
Yeah, there's two hearts.
Oh yeah, she's got a little
She's
heart.
got like a heart tattoo.
Oh yeah. So it's a little different. And then the next thing I found was this Junie with a little heart headband, and this one's winking too, and she's got a little heart tattoo, if you want to call it that. I know Junies were like really hard to find for a while, so I was really surprised they had this, and so I thought I would pick that up.
And then we have, wow, the name is so fitting. Frumpy. She's a little angry.
She's cute.
She's really angry for maybe she's single. That's why she's so angry.
She's celebrating Single Awareness Day.
Yeah, and she has like a dripping heart. And she also has the heart and headband. And she has like a cotton candy, kind of pinkish.
Kind of like tie-dye.
Yeah, colorful fur.
It took me like, I don't know, 15-20 minutes to pick the one that I wanted because I think they had just put them on the shelves because the shelves were full and all the boxes were full. And I was going through all of the different color combinations and I kept going back and forth. Do I want this face or do I want this color? And then I finally ended up with her.
Yeah, her colors are cute. It kind of reminds me of Shave Ice.
Oh yeah.
Like the...
Especially the front with the purple and the blue. It looks like when the like different colors, the different flavors mix.
Oh, she doesn't have a tooth. Most of them have tooths.
Yeah. Some of the other ones I found, like the smile was like crooked or like the stitching was coming out.
She is a little crooked.
She was like the most, she was like the best one. So.
And then Ingrid, that is such an old person name.
But it's cute.
She also has a heart.
Yeah.
They all have like some sort of heart detail for Valentine. She's pretty full and plump.
I think they're running out of ideas to make these new Squishmallows, and maybe that's why they haven't really put like a lot of new ones out. We haven't been able to really find anything new. That's why I was surprised when I saw these because they were actually a little different. I went into Smith's recently and they started putting out their Easter stuff and I didn't see anything cute for Easter.
Was it like stuff they've had before?
I think some of it was like similar, if not the same, but yeah, it was a lot of like the same kind of stuff. It was, you know, they had big ones with like the Easter eggs on them or something. I can't quite remember, but there wasn't anything that I think you would have liked, and I didn't want any of those.
Yeah, I feel like Easter is like one of the worst seasons anyway. Like, it's not as creative.
Yeah.
Not that these are very creative. I mean, they're just putting hearts on them and making them like pink or whatever. But yeah, I feel like Easter, it's usually just like flowers and then like an Easter egg
or a
something.
basket or a carrot. But yeah, the Halloween ones have been good in the past. The Valentine's ones are usually pretty cute.
Yeah, they're cute because of the theme, but I mean, realistically, it's not that creative, but they're usually cute.
Yeah. And then the Christmas ones are hit or miss. We have some Christmas ones that were really cute, but then there's a lot that we just weren't interested in.
Yeah, especially because they make like humans, and I feel like the human ones are like weird a little bit.
And then they started like collabing with all of these other companies. So like you see Pokemon and Hello Kitty and like all of these other ones, and I don't know, they're just not as cute, and they kind of take away from the original Squishmallow idea.
Yeah, there's like a Sanrio Hug Me collection at
Oh,
Target, and there's a Cinnamoroll one, and it was pretty cute. But I didn't really like. I love Cinnamoroll, but it was also weird because Cinnamoroll's supposed to have. I don't know why I'm still holding this. Cinnamoroll's supposed to have like a huge head. Like his proportions are
yeah.
like he's a huge head and a small body, but because it's a Hug Me, it's like a long, tall body and then a small
It's got
head.
limbs.
Yeah, like it doesn't like it was still cute, but it just wasn't. It didn't look right.
Yeah. And I think, I don't know, we still hunted for Squishmallows for quite some time after our last video, but they're not putting anything out, and which kind of leads me to our update. This is probably going to be our last video because we just aren't, seeing any new ones, and we're not collecting them anymore. But we do have other channels that I wanted to introduce you to. So one of them is K-pop related. So for those of you guys who are K-pop fans, it's called K-pop Drop, and I'll put the link down below. And then we have a newer channel. Our newest channel actually is unboxing blind boxes and plush. And I think we've kind of switched over from collecting Squishmallows to blind boxes, like
Yeah.
Pop Mart, if you guys have heard of Pop Mart. So definitely check that out, and I'll put the link below on that too.
Yeah, blind boxes have definitely gotten super popular like this last year, and I feel like it's much easier to collect them than Squishmallows because they take up a lot less room. Like this would be equivalent to the size of like 10 figures because
Roughly.
yeah. I mean, the price difference is kind of huge though. Like this is what, like $10, $10 to $15, and one figure is like $18. But it's like, I think for us it's more fun. There's like more
More to choose
excitement from it because it's like you're opening, like it's a blind box, so you don't know what's inside, and it's just there's so many different collections, like there's so many IPs with all the different companies. Obviously Pop Mart's like the biggest brand, but I feel like Pop Mart's, well, for me Pop Mart's not even my favorite like blind box manufacturer. Like I really like Emma's and like Nancy's, and those are like different companies.
Yeah, so if you guys are familiar, Pop Mart has Labubu, which is one of my favorites, and Hachi Poo Poo, and they have like the Mollies, and so we've kind of gotten into those. They do have plush in those too, and we love the plush. I would say the plush is probably... I thought you liked plush too.
Well, not... I thought you were talking about Labubu.
Oh, no, plush.
Oh, yeah.
We've gotten into the plush, and
Yeah.
they've kind of taken over our hearts from these Squishmallows.
Yeah, and I feel like plushes got so popular because, well, they did get so popular because of Labubus, and they're just cuter than the figures because, I mean, I feel like fur just makes things cuter. Like, that's just how our brains work. And
That's why we got into Squishmallows, because we like stuffed animals, and it was fun collecting all the different like animals. We love the cows and the Bigfoots and
yeah.
things.
And I mean, Bigfoots and Labubus are kind of similar, and it makes sense that she's the one that likes both of them.
Yeah.
Because as you know, I never really liked the Bigfoots, and I don't really like Labubus. So I guess this kind of like creepy cute thing is like not for me, but there are like other characters that I do really like, and so
Yeah, definitely check out the Pop Mart channel. That one is called Bella Ciao, and you'll see all the different types of figures and plushes from all the different companies. We started collecting a lot of different IPs, and so I think in a way those are more fun too, because you go to the store and you already see these and you get them, and it is what it is. But with the blind boxes, unless you're buying like a whole set of them, you don't know what you're getting. So when you open it up, it's like a present. It's like Christmas all the time. We open it up and we get surprised.
yeah, and sometimes you get disappointed,
Yeah.
and that's how it is. But Yeah, it's just a lot more exciting. And there's so many. Like, most sets have 12, and so,
Yeah.
yeah.
It gets a little out of hand and it is quite expensive, and so we have to kind of pace ourselves and monitor. We can't just go and buy everything that we want because it is pricey. If you compare the blind boxes compared to like the Squishmallows, there's a lot more money involved. But it's just fun for us, and sometimes if we get stuff that we don't really want, we can trade it or try to sell it. We rehome it somehow.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know exactly why like we kind of went away from the Squishmallows. I think really it started when Squishmallows were just not putting anything out, and we just have nothing to like look for and get.
Yeah, and I feel like we just grew out of it. I feel with Squishmallow. I think the other thing too is Squishmallows are not in one specific store. You have to go to all these different stores. But with blind boxes, you go to Pop Mart, or there's not a whole lot of blind box stores besides Pop Mart. Like everything else, you kind of have to buy online. So I think it's just easier to get. And
I guess in that sense, we're not using as much gas now and time. Like we used to literally go to like Walmart, CVS, Target, Walgreens, Safeway.
spend the whole day going to
Yeah.
different stores looking for whatever just released.
Yeah. And it wouldn't just be like one location. We would try to go to all the locations in our area or whatever area we were in. And so it was very time consuming and it did use a lot of gas. So I guess if you consider that, it may be a wash. The cost of collecting those versus the blind boxes may come out to about the same. But I think our interest just kind of grew into the blind boxes. And so that's, what we've been doing. I have actively been posting on the Bella Chow channel, so you'll see all of the different IPs that we've been collecting. There's so many more that we don't collect, but our collection has grown too, and so
Yeah, I feel like it's just like in us to be collectors. Like I feel like ever since I was little, like I've always just liked collecting stuff, and I've always liked figures in general, like
dolls and
yeah, like anime figures and stuff like that. And before like I got into like the blind boxes and stuff, I liked getting like anime figures or whatever. I like round one, they have like figures there, and like they're just better quality than a stuffed animal. So I think that's another thing that adds on to like what piques our interest.
yeah. And not to age myself, but I used to collect Barbies and Beanie Babies, and I even collected baseball cards. So I mean, I've been a collector, for most of my life too, and I just really enjoy it. And I think, we like the thrill of like getting something that we're looking for and being able to find it and bring it home. And
Yeah.
so that's why it was so fun to do Squishmallows for a while. But yeah, there was nothing to buy, and we just kind of outgrew it. But we thank you all for watching, and we hope that we'll see you on one of our other channels. We do have a food channel too that we haven't been actively posting on, but you can always check out our videos on there. All of these videos will still stay up. We're still going to keep all our Squishmallow collection. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, all the ones that like we have that organizing video in our loft area. These are like the permanent ones. I mean, we do have some that we don't love as much anymore, so we like have been donating them or like selling them, but like none of these are leaving.
Yeah, this room took way too much time and effort to set up, and so these we're gonna keep. And then we have started to set up another room for the figures and the plushes, the blind boxes. I feel like we're running out of space to collect a lot more stuff, but for now, I think this will be it. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. Check out our other videos, and we hope to see you there.
Bye.
Bye.